good kids for 7th grade.
Where's that?
7th grade. It's an online start school.
Let's get rolling.
He wants to be somebody.
There's a lot of good kids.
Good evening. I'd like to call Mr. Jason Johnson of the Stewart Community Church to lead us in our invocation, please.
Thank you, Lord, for the opportunity. Let's go to the Lord in prayer. Father, we thank you for this day, the many blessings of this day. Your word tells us that this is a day that you've made, and so we are to rejoice and be glad in it. Our prayer tonight for this board, Father, is that you would grant them wisdom, understanding, knowledge, and discernment as they meet here tonight. Father, you would just bless them and continue your hand of blessing upon them tonight. Just fill them with your love and grace and mercy and peace as they make decisions regarding our students, our faculty and staff, and our friends, and even the alumni of the Newton County school system. Father, always remind us that everything we say and everything we do and everything we accomplish should be for your glory and your honor. And we just ask all these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you. Stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Again, I'd like to welcome everyone to our Tuesday, May 17th, Newton County Board of Education. We have some special recognition, Ms. Fury.
Yes, Mr. Chair, we do. This evening, we have several students deserving of recognition for their recent outstanding accomplishments. First, we will recognize several fifth grade students who happen to be superb singers. In fact, they are so talented, they were selected to participate in the recent 2016 Georgia Music Educator Association statewide elementary honor chorus. These very talented students were required to rehearse and learn music prior to the event, which was recently held at the Classic Center in Athens. Only 500 elementary schools from across the state were selected to participate in this prestigious choral event. The statewide elementary honor chorus is divided equally among two choirs, the Vivace Choir and the Allegro Choir. And this year, all Newton County School System students participated in the Vivace Choir. They performed Kusimama, which is Stand Tall by Jim Populus, Where the Music Comes From by Lee Hoiby, I See the Moon by Douglas Beam, and Rejoice and Sing by Rollo Dilworth. The statewide elementary honor chorus affords students the unique opportunity to perform with talented students from all over the state of Georgia in a very large choir. They were directed by clinicians Fred Meads and Angie Johnson, who are both very accomplished conductors and educators of choral music. So this was definitely a wonderful learning experience for our students. Of the 500 selected to participate in the 2016 statewide elementary honor chorus, 13 attended the Newton County School System. Students, when I call your name, please come forward to accept your certificate of recognition from Mr. Almond Turner, Board Chair of the Newton County Board of Education. Jamoni Parker. Did I say your first name right? It's Jamani. So we're going to get that right. Jamani Parker, Fairview Elementary School. Rain Walker, Fairview Elementary School. Sarah Dietrich, Herd Mixon Elementary School. Elena or Alana? Alana Gosnell, Herd Mixon Elementary School. Sarah Ann Edge, Herd Mixon Elementary School. Taylor Horton, Herdmixon Elementary. Janelle Fuller, Mansfield Elementary. Jay Nipper, Mansfield Elementary. Milan Browning, Newton County Theme School. Caroline Chiapetta, Newton County Theme School. Ansley Douglas, Newton County Theme School. Joanna Fisher, Newton County Theme School. And we have one student who is unable to attend this evening, and that is Gracie Bates of the Newton County Theme School. And while your hands are still clapping, let's congratulate all of our 2016 statewide elementary honor corps students. On a job well done. You guys did a fantastic job. Before we move to our next recognition category, I'd like to commend our music teachers who accompanied our students and represented our school system at the statewide elementary honor course. If you are here, please stand when I call your name. Mr. Will Schmidt, see him in the back. Mr. Schmidt is at Fairview Elementary School. Mrs. Amy Raines, Herdmixon Elementary. Mrs. Sarah Latimer, Mansfield Elementary. Ms. Sierra Edge, Newton County Theme School. Thank you so much for all that you do for our students and for all that you've done to ensure our students have quality music education. We certainly appreciate all that you do. Next up this evening, we have a student who earned recognition for his excellent presentation at the VEX IQ State Competition. Would Luke Bishop please come forward? Luke is an 8th grade student at Newton County Theme School, and he won first place in the Newton County School System Science Fair in the biological science category with his project, Who's Bringing Home Dinner? He took that project and presented it at the State VEX IQ Challenge Competition, where he won the Middle School STEM Research Project Award, meaning the judges deemed his was the most effective research project presentation in the entire competition. So, quite an accomplishment, Luke. We are absolutely proud of you. Congratulations on a job well done. So his science fair project won, and then it went to another competition and won again. I mean, that's very outstanding. Finally, tonight we have a high school student whose outstanding artistic ability will soon be on display at the national level. Would Newton High School student Demetria Coffey please come forward and remain standing while I tell everyone about your recent achievement? U.S. Congressman Hank Johnson recently announced that Demetria won the grand prize in his 2016 Congressional Arts Competition. As a result, Demetria was presented a $12,000 scholarship to Savannah College of Art and Design for her work, Depression. Demetria has been invited by Congressman Johnson to Washington, D.C. in June to see her artwork displayed in the United States Capitol, where it will hang with other award winners from around the country for an entire year. Demetria also won 2 round-trip airline tickets from Southwest Airlines to Washington, D.C. for the national recognition ceremony. Students from DeKalb, Gwinnett, and Newton counties participated in this competition, and Demetria's artwork was chosen as the grand prize winner.
Awesome.
Awesome. We have such amazing students and such prestigious recognitions, something that we as a community should be very, very proud of. Congratulations, Demetria, on winning this prestigious honor. We are so proud to know that visitors from not only the United States, but from all over the world who visit the Capitol during the next year will see artwork created by a student here in our school system. You have definitely represented Newton High School and the Newton County school system very well.
Amazing.
Absolutely. Parents, thank you for your support. Students, we are so very proud of you. And at this time, Mr. Turner, this concludes our recognition for the evening.
Thank you, Ms. Ferry. If you'll be so kind with all the parents and grandparents, please stand, please. We, as the Board of Education, would like to give our sincere thanks to each and every one of you who have worked diligently in making sure these children accomplish what they have accomplished over these years. And again, thank you very much, and thank you very much for your support. We come to a part of our meeting now where if you would like to leave, you may do so at this time. However, I encourage you to stay because we're going to discuss a lot of very important issues. But if you feel you must go, now's the time to leave. Again, thank you very much for your support.
Wow. Her name is Demetria. Ironically, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Yeah, her things we have to be proud of in our school system.
Okay. Will make me cry.
Okay, for those of you who are remain here with us, I'd like to advise you that this meeting, we probably go through things probably kind of rapidly, but it's due to the fact that our last work session, all the items that's listed on the agenda was discussed in great details. So this is our voting session, so we may just move through this fairly quickly. We have no public participation at this time, Ms. Ferry. So I need a motion to approve the agenda, please.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Baker. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Bailey. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same. Motion carries. I need approval of the minutes, please.
Second.
Moved by Ms. Coggins, second by Ms. Baker. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, the same. Motion carries. Superintendent's report.
Superintendent's reports. Mr. Chairman, there are no changes to the operations report nor the curricular and instructional reports. And just asking for action to be taken on those items.
Can I have a motion to accept the superintendent's report as presented? Motion by Ms. Coggins. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Johnson. All in favor, aye.
Aye. All
opposed, the same. Item B.
Item B, the curriculum and instruction technology report, no changes, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, can I get a motion to accept item B as presented, please?
Second.
Motion by Mr. Johnson, second by Ms. Baker. All in favor, aye. Aye. All opposed, the same. Motion carries. We have no old business. We'll move to new business. Dr. Lockhart?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, items A through J were presented last week, and I'm requesting that they all be brought before you for action this evening as one item, A through J.
Are there any items from the list of A through J that needs to be pulled out or discussed by any board members? Not having any, I need a motion to approve items A through J. Motion by Mr. Johnson. Do I have a second? Second by Ms. Coggins. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same. Motion carries.
Thank you. Item K, requested board action relative to NCCA charter renewal. The superintendent recommends the renewal of the charter for Newton College and Career Academy for a term of 5 years. The original charter for NCCA was approved by the Georgia Department of Education in May of 2010. This charter renewal was developed with the input of parents, community, teachers, and students. If approved, the charter would last from July 1st, 2016 until June 30th, 2021. And we're requesting action for that item this evening.
Can I get a motion to approve item K, please?
So move.
Motion by Ms. Baker, second. Second by Ms. Coggins. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same. Motion carries. Item L.
Item L, contract for kitchen smallware. The superintendent recommends the annual renewable contract for kitchen smallware be awarded to Atlanta Fixture and Sales Company Incorporated of Atlanta, Georgia. The effective date will be June 15th, 2016, and the expiration date will be June 14th, 2017. The estimated contract value is estimated $85,000. This cost will be paid for with budgeted FY17 SNP or School Nutrition Program funds upon approval of the FY17 budget. And action is requested for this.
Can I get a motion to approve item L, please? Motion by Ms. Coggins. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Baker. Any discussion? Having none, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same. Motion carries. Item M.
Item M, purchase of school buses. The superintendent recommends the school system purchase 7 54-passenger buses and 18 72-passenger buses from Peach State Freightliner of Jefferson, Georgia. There's a table that shows comparative costs of the new school buses, and the pricing is based on the current state of Georgia purchasing contract for school buses. The school system will utilize both budgeted FY16 capital funds and bond funds received from the state to purchase the school buses. The balance will be paid for from aforementioned capital funds, and we're requesting action on this item this evening.
Can I get a motion to approve item M, please?
Yes, sir.
Let's
We gotta
get a
move it
motion-
forward.
Motion and second, then we'll for questions. I have a motion.
So move.
Motion by Ms. Baker. Do I have a second? Second by Ms. Coggins. Okay, questions?
Why is that we don't have a competitive bid here?
I'll ask for Mr. Barr to step forward and speak with us on that matter.
We're utilizing a state contract, which is a competitively bid.
Well, I don't understand.
It's the same process. We've utilized the state contract for at least since 2010 with bus purchases.
But we've always had different vendors to do cost analysis and competitive costs. We've always done that
Right.
on a bid.
Right, and so that's presented to you in the chart. There's a cost analysis from buses provided from Peach State Freightliner and also from Yancey Bus Sales.
I'm sorry, apologize.
Oh, no problem.
Any further discussion? Having none, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same. Motion carries. Item N.
Item N, purchase of ViewPath technology. Superintendent recommends the technology required for Phase 4 of the ViewPath implementation be purchased from Audio Enhancement of Bluffdale, Utah. Phase 4 of the project includes select classrooms at the high schools and middle schools, as well as the Newton College and Career Academy and the STEM Institute. The estimated contract value is about $375,000. This cost will be paid for with capital funds. And this item is for action this evening.
I need a motion to approve item N, please.
So move.
Motion by Ms. Baker. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Coggins. Any questions? Having none, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
All opposed, same. Motion carries. Item O.
Item O, requested action relative to modifications to the dental, optical, and hearing reimbursement plan effective January 1st, 2017. The superintendent recommends that the board approve modifications to the DOH plan for the 2017 plan year as listed on the following chart. The superintendent recommends that the NCSS DOH plan document as revised be adopted. Just a little bit of background. In October 1st, 1991, the Board of Education established a self-insured benefits program for each full-time employee that will provide benefits to the employee to pay for claims related to dental, optical, or hearing. The claims were paid for by NCSS. Due to budget considerations, the plan was amended, and I'd like to just share with you some of the features of the proposed plan. The first thing is with enrollment. Open enrollment would occur each October, November, or if a qualifying event occurs, that's with the proposed plan. The opt-out provision, once enrolled, the employee may opt out after 5 consecutive years of enrollment, or if there's a qualifying event. Preventative services reimbursement. On the current plan, that was not applicable. With the proposed plan, 100% of the first $150 of preventative service for each covered participant per plan year. Participants entering after the start of the year will be subject to a prorated determination of benefits. Prescription sunglasses. Under the current plan, that did not apply. Under the proposed plan, prescription sunglasses will be covered at the regular reimbursement rate for those employees where prescription sunglasses are considered necessary for the safe transport of students, such as for bus drivers. The reimbursement rate is, for the proposed plan, it will go from 50% to 55% of the first $4,000 of eligible expenses for each covered participant per plan year. Another item to bring maximum annual benefit. The current plan is $2,000 per covered participant. The proposed plan is $2,200 per covered participant. And one other item of note, with the premiums, the current premium, as a matter of fact, there will be no change to the premium. So we will be able to get additional benefits, but no change to the premiums for the consumer. And that item is up for action this evening.
Okay, can I get a motion to approve the item, please?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion by Mr. Bailey, second by Mr. Johnson. Any questions? Having none, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
All opposed, the same. Item P.
Item P, superintendent recommendations in executive session. Superintendent recommends that the board approve the personnel recommendations made during executive session.
Need a motion to approve item P, please.
So move.
Motion by Ms. Baker. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Bailey. Any questions? Having none, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
All opposed, same.
Aye.
No, 4-1, motion is approved, motion carries. Other matters of interest.
Yes, Mr. Turner. Pardon me. Our graduation ceremonies will take place May 26th at 8 p.m. for Newton High School, which I believe is a Thursday evening. May 27th at 8 p.m. at Eastside High School, and May 28th at 9 a.m. for Alcovey High School. They'll all be held at Springfield Baptist Church. In other matters of interest, I just would like to comment on the success of our Eastside High School baseball team, having made it to the Final Four in the first time in the history of the school. It was an amazing run. Also, to recognize our Newton High School boys track team for the superstars that they are. They are the state champions. And also to recognize our Eastside High School boys track, as they are also state champions, each in their respective divisions. An interesting note is that one of the students at Eastside High School is designated the fastest runner in the state among all divisions. So he caps out everybody in each of the division areas. So we have a lot to be proud of for both of our high schools, our Newton High School boys track team, and our Eastside High School track team as well. So if you see the track team, give them a shout out because they deserve it, and our boys baseball team as well.
Thank you, Ms. Ferry. The board members have anything? Mr. Bailey?
No, I'm good.
Ms. Baker?
No.
Mr. Johnson? Ms. Coggins? Okay, I need a motion to adjourn, please.
So move.
Motion by Ms. Baker. Do I have a second? Second by Mr. Johnson. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same. Motion carries. Stand adjourned. Thank you.
She asked us today.
We already signed that.
We'll probably go.